What's up everyone? Welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, and today I'm going to be taking a look at some of the ugliest, some of the worst band and artist merch that is out there on the market right now. It's something that's been on my mind recently because I look at merch and I see merch drops and stuff, and there's such an emphasis towards just like quantity over quality. Like Brockhampton, for example, dropping so much merch. Like I already talked about theirs on Twitter. I'm not going to talk about them and roast them and hold them over the fire again today. But they just dropped so much merch, and it's like these designs are horrible. They look like they were made in MS Paint like 10 years ago, and that's the whole thing right now. Apparently that's in. Apparently that's trendy. You like minimalism. You like writing out like long sequences that people will never be able to read on the sleeves and on the back and on like the neck of like a crew neck or a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. I don't get it. But then again, what the hell do I know? People are spending thousands of dollars on shirts that have a red rectangle that says Supreme on them. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I understand that, and I understand that you guys will probably love some of the merch that I show today. Everybody has a different taste for things. And please keep in mind that this video, as are many of my jokes and videos, are done for comedic effect, and I am not saying that this has any effect on the music itself or anything like that. Now that we've cleared the air with those disclaimers, let me come for your faves. Opening up the laptop, up first, we have 21 Pilots, because they have some merch on sale that I honestly find a bit, well, you'll see. If you love the lyrics to their song Jumpsuit, then you're gonna love the Jumpsuit Lyric Long Sleeve Bundle. Wow, on this one, we've got a long sleeve where you can see it says Jumpsuit, Jumpsuit, cover me down the sleeve. And on the front, it looks like it's got some other writing that's very small, kind of hard to tell from a distance. You know, if I'm wearing a band shirt, I kind of normally like to know, like, you know, what the band is. That's normally the point of me wearing band merch, so people will be like, oh wow, he's got that shirt on. So if I'm wearing this or any of these others that we're going to talk about, can you even see it? And then you see the back, and it looks like one of those like ugly Christmas sweaters, except minus the reindeer, minus all of the jolliness, and it's just the lyrics. And that camo green, ooh, it's not really doing itself any favors. Here's another one for 35 bucks, the track list long sleeve bundle. For just $35, you can pay for a shirt that says 21 Pilots in size 8 font, but in very small writing, we have every single track on the new album, Trench. That's great, I guess, if you're out promoting for the album, but the album's out at this point, and with all of this small writing that's just like all over it, I honestly just don't see the point. It looks tacky as hell. Let's move on though. Let's see what Ariana Grande has up for sale, because she put out an album not too long ago. I bet she has some fire merch that's dropped alongside this. And here we go right away, $55. You could be the proud owner for just 55 measly small little dollars. You could own a sweatshirt that says in some really basic ass font, Ariana Grande Sweetener 2018. Hold your horses there, because on the back of this shirt, if the text on the front didn't lure you in enough, if you don't feel like you're getting your $55 worth, on the back, we have in text that feels like it's just lifted, like it was just dragged from somewhere else, like out of Microsoft Word, and then dragged onto like a pre-made sweatshirt on like Teespring or something. You drag it over, and you've got the Sweetener track list. And what do you know? They couldn't even give a line to each song like T.O.P. did. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? The Baby Crew? For another $55, you can get a baby photo of Ariana Grande that will terrify your friends. Perfect. Maybe this is a Halloween costume. Maybe she's selling this and it's just like not labeled correctly, because that's kind of terrifying. Imagine wearing this around. It doesn't even have anything on the back. There's not a back option. It's just on the front. A baby photo. We're checking in on Neck Deep next. They are a pop punk band from the UK, and I'm sure they've got better designs considering they're from the pop punk world. I mean, generally they're a little bit better in that regard. Here we have, for just a measly $20, and this could be yours, you could have a t-shirt that doesn't say Neck Deep anywhere on it except for, oh, look, there's the little magnifying glass there. If you really look at the tag that no one will ever realistically see in real life, it says their Neck Deep little logo over there. But for $20, you can have a cactus shirt. For 20 bucks, I could probably buy 10 cactuses. Honestly though, the majority of their merch isn't too bad. I'm scrolling through. Some of these are pretty okay. Even the socks, okay, that's kind of clever and creative. The only other one that stands out to me is this dog black t-shirt that just has a dog barking on it. For $20. It doesn't even have neck deep in the corner. Ed Sheeran is one of the biggest superstars in the entire world. So I think his merch team probably has some good designs in there. But I've also heard a rumor about a certain shirt that is not the best. For just $24.99 in pounds over in the UK. I'm not sure what that is in the US, probably a little bit more. For just that amount, you can have a pink shirt that says Mrs. Sheeran on it, even though Ed, you're engaged, buddy. You're gonna be married. Oh my God. Talk about profiting on your fangirls. This is the worst right here. This is one of the worst t-shirts I have ever seen. It looks like it already comes pre-wrinkled too. One of the greatest bands of our generation, Attila, has a great merch shop up here on Merch Now, so let's see what they've got on display here. Some lovely designs that are already jumping off the page to me. A great ugly sweater. They all look like ugly sweaters. Oh, here we go. Perfect. A nice first look here. We have a ski mask, a black pullover ski mask with the Attila A logo on it. It seems like they really know their demographic quite well. There's probably a lot of criminals, a lot of bank robbers listening to Attila to hype themselves up, and they're cashing in on it. You know what? You can say what you want about Franz and the rest of the crew, but that is knowing your audience. Ah yes, proving time and time again that they are the most tasteless people on the planet. We have the Shut the Fuck Up Cunt shirt from Attila, established 2005, right under there. In case you didn't know what the band was, in case you didn't just want to automatically associate cunts and Attila together, I wouldn't blame you if you did already, but we have a Shut the Fuck Up Cunt shirt from Attila. I mean, imagine wearing that. Where in the hell would you ever wear that? Speaking of tasteless bands, we've got Five Finger Death Punch that I wanted to check in on next. They've got a new album and Justice for None, so you know it's edgy right away. They're giving away a free Halloween stencil with every single order. I might actually have to get something here. This is crazy. Hold up there, kiddos. Don't flush that $50 down the toilet. Instead, take that $50 and give it to a Five Finger Death Punch beach towel. That's right. You want the ladies to come straight your way? Just slip on your brass knuckles, your Ivan Moody styled hat, a Monster Energy drink in your hand, and just go ahead and sit back as the ladies will come sit on every single one. The 5, the F, the D, and the P, especially the DP. You can't even make this shit up. I was just talking about brass knuckles, and here we go. For $125, that is just alarmingly high. Five Finger Death Punch have the Knuckle Lion jersey. This probably looks like something that Ivan Moody would wear, for sure. This looks like something your drunk 45-year-old uncle would wear to a soccer match. Oh, what's that, ref? What's that? What's that? You don't think Timmy scored that goal? Pop Band Against the Current are out to prove that cheap designs from stores like Ross can be expensive. You think minimalism is in? Well, then you're gonna want this $45 hoodie that has a rose on it, and it's in stock, thank God. And if you hover over it here, you can see that it says, is that angst? Is it angst? No, it's against. It's supposed to be like against the current. So if you just literally take your thumb and just cover it up, it's the size of a fucking thumbprint where it says against, except it's all like cool and leaves out the AI in the middle. So it literally just looks like somebody with dyslexia typed out and put angst, and it was like, oh, we accidentally shipped this out to tons of people. Nickelback are definitely coming through with the fan service. I know this has been heavily requested. Their subreddit and YouTube comments are always blowing up for this. They're like, how can I do Chad Kroeger cosplay? And finally, Nickelback, the gods from above, the gods from below, everybody in the world of music has answered back with this Nickelback Dickies shirt that has Nickelback printed where a normal name would be. In case you wanted to go to the next Halloween party and just a regular mechanic wasn't getting the job done, now you can go as Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. You know I had to do it to him. You know I had to check in on Fall Out Boy's merch because they've always got the freshest, most lit, most chill, most Up with the kids. Whatever the kids are wearing, that's what Pete Wentz and the rest of the crew are wearing. Type designs on their merch. So let's see what the web store has to offer. Now we're getting to the juicy details. The real good, as in real bad stuff. We got the wave cardigan, which literally just features the wave emoji that anybody could go into Teespring or whatever t-shirt design service you use. You could literally put this on anything by typing the wave emoji. And they've put it on a cardigan and are selling it for $45 fucking dollars. $45 for a wave cardigan. If you have that kind of money to blow on something like that, hit up my Patreon. Last one, and then we're gonna pack it up and go home. I wanted to check on Arcade Fire and see what reasonable prices I could find, and there is nothing to be seen. Just from this first row alone, everything is $80 to $100. And what the hell is this? This Everything Now satin bomber jacket. This looks absolutely atrocious. You go through this and you've got the Now logo with the thing in the center that looks like the State Champs album cover for Around the World and Back. And on the back and on the sleeves, you've got all these random designs. What is that? Is that a Band-Aid at the top? A pickle in the middle? Hold on a second there. Does that say on that label there? Does that say keep away from children? What is in this? Oh, maybe they just want to keep it away from children because they know that it's overpriced as fuck, and if the kid spills on it, then there's $100 down the drain. That jean jacket is kind of atrocious, but trust me folks, it gets much worse than that as we click on this baseball jersey for $70, made in Canada, of course. We've got something here that looks like you would never wear. It's just too much going on. If somebody looks at your shirt and they're trying to figure out what's going on, they're gonna have a fucking aneurysm. Appreciate you tuning in. If you would like to grab some of my own merch, which I promise, I hope at least, isn't as terrible as this, then visit that second link down below. Hit up my Patreon if you would like to support my content on both of my channels at the top link or else the annotation in the corner. Another recent video here or another recent review right over here. Socials in the description, and I'll see you soon on Beyond ARTV.